So I attended this Montebello Tesla grand opening event, and there was a Tesla semi there. I tried to get in, but the drivers would not allow me to go in. They weren't allowing anyone to go in. So Jerry and I and Ruben hung out outside of the truck and just started taking a look, and just I recorded what we were seeing and experiencing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. The full video of the Montebello Tesla is coming out shortly. So the drivers here, we can't go inside, but this is pretty interesting. There's cameras right there. And these doors open the opposite way. They're like suicide doors. And when the driver was opening the door, this is where the card sensor is at. So that's pretty cool.
It's Yep.
Yeah, I know. One finger, man. One finger. You know how you know how we used to measure back in the day? One finger.
It can refrigerate, or it can haul a refrigerated load, like power. Okay.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do videos inside. It's still top secret, I guess. I'm from the outside. I'm on the outside, man. The steering wheel is like right in the center, and that screen looks just like the Model 3 or Model Y. That's pretty cool. There's no USS sensors anymore. This is full vision. There is a camera right here in the front. Very neat.
That's a big thing. That's a big boy.
Yeah.
I'll put this in my Cybertruck. Little donut. 480.
No, I think this is higher. I think that the voltage is higher than 480, right?
It's probably 500 volts on the.
It's over.
Or 800.
It's probably like a 800.
Probably 800.
They can't.
Oh man.
Okay.
Secret.
So it's top secret. It's top secret, but we've seen the charger in Ontario, so it's got to be at least 1,000.
1,000 volts.
1,000 volts.
Woo!
1,000 volts, because you got to realize these things are going to be transporting, the goods, back and forth from the ports, from the trains, back and forth. So they have to be able to charge pretty quickly,
right?
So what's there? I guarantee you, I've seen the charge port. A YouTube video.
I gotta go there still.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you can't charge our trucks there.
No, it's so completely different.
Different.
Yeah. I don't think we could see it, but it's completely different. It's pretty big. Yeah, it's like a double, right?
Can I pop this one open? Is it okay to pop the charge port open? No. Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like double, right? So if what are ours charged at? 480, right?
I don't even know, man. I don't know.
Probably a 480.
480. Yeah.
480
So I would say just double that, right? So off the top, what I see. It's slammed on the ground, so it's got front and rear airbags. Massive differential right here, and we can see the motors, the drive unit. You know what I mean? That's what's driving.
Exposed. It's not even covered. I guess you don't need to.
It's not. It's all that's all weatherproof. You know what I mean? It's all waterproof and everything. You got your regular DOT lines, air lines. That's still the same. The brakes and the axle from after the motor, that's still all the same from a regular truck. But I am pretty impressed at this differentials, this drive unit's pretty big. And I think it has the same thing. So it has the same thing over here in the back. Yeah, it has the same thing in the back. So whatever it has in the front, it has right here in the second intermediate axle. But I'm not sure what this stuff is right here in the back.
Dude, they could have a one bedroom.
Oh, absolutely. At the bare minimum, a day cab. There's definitely the room. It's probably in the works. It's probably in the works.
California rates? Oh my God, you could rent this out for like $5,000 a month.
Yeah, but all this looks very familiar. All this looks very familiar. The part I like is that, it's basically an airbag, so the ride is going to be really comfortable. Yeah. Really comfortable. A lot of the high-end trucks, the Peterbilts and all that, they change it over to air suspension just to make the ride a little bit smoother. But yeah, no, it's nothing that we don't know, right? The driver's seat in the center with the two screens. I can't wait to see them on the road, man. It's. You know what I don't notice? It's just these cameras right here. It's no cameras back here. It makes no sense, right?
Well, if you're towing, they're probably
No, but they. Oh, there is a camera right there. There's a camera right there. I see it. I see it right there. And he's got a mini Starlink up on top.
Is that Starlink?
That's what it looks like.
Oh.
I got the mini Starlink up on top, so it's already integrated. And then all this trim is just for aerodynamics. It's just for wind drag. So it has a nice clear
Are
view.
regular diesel trucks like that too, where there's really nothing in the back?
No. Well, on a size like this, they would have like a overnight camper bed in there.
Well,
so there's
yeah,
a bed.
but I mean, like anything.
There's some, yes. There's some.
Purpose of
So
driving
there's different trucks, right? They have the day cabs, which are more for non out of state. That they usually stay local.
like within
California, 100, 200 miles or whatever. There are like this. So they do make trucks like this. They're day cabs. They call them day cabs.
But they're empty.
They're
just
empty.
For the purpose of putting areas where drivers would sleep in and stuff like that.
Yeah, well,
nothing to do with engine or anything.
No,
like that.
this one actually has a lot of free room back here. So, it's probably still in development, I think. You know what I mean? But I'm sure they're probably gonna put more batteries
down here.
Right?
Or are they stacked up.
This looks like it's stacked up. My best guess is they're stacked up here and stacked up over there.
Not at the bottom.
Well,
maybe partially.
if I was to build a Tesla Cybertruck, I would not put the batteries on the bottom because of all the road. They could run over stuff and it would hurt the battery, right? So it would make sense to protect the key component of the truck.
Yeah, I gotta look up what the stat is on the battery packs. These are probably megawatt batteries.
Oh yeah,
right?
it have to be
Huge.
huge.
He said it was 500 miles.
Yeah. Well, they got a tow, right? They got a tow, 60,000 pounds.
Load
Yeah.
a full trailer.
Yeah.
He said you can get about approximately
500 miles. That's crazy.
So that's got to be like half.
And that's like a max 500 miles.
That,
you could even go lower.
You're not going to get that going uphill to Barstow,
Right.
going up to Utah.
Right. This is on the flat. On the flat, they're optimal conditions. The wind's behind you, all that shit. So, yeah. But it's still pretty good. 500 miles is pretty decent.
Especially
Go back to home base, charge it. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the challenge, though, right? Like if it is 1,000, yeah. You can't just who wants to go plug in? How are you gonna? How are people gonna regular? If I buy a truck, how am I gonna pay a guy to go charge it? Right?
You would have to. I think it would require a 240 100 amp.
240 100 amp.
100 amp wall charger.
No, it's not good enough.
You don't think?
No. I think to charge this, you're talking about
that's 24 kilowatts every hour.
No, it's not even
10.
close.
Yeah,
No,
that's
bro,
not even-
nothing. That's
It would
like
be like double that.
no more.
need a
No, you need
200 amp
two.
panel
You need
just
no. They're bigger than that. You gotta think bigger. I think to charge this, it needs to charge almost at like 50 to 100 kilowatts per hour. You know what I mean?
So you're telling me I can't charge this at home?
No.
You wouldn't be able to.
It would be the equivalent as if you charge this as a home with the 110.
With a little one.
That would. It says 36 hours and you're already at 50%, right?
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, you could if you wait all week. You know what I mean? That's why they make fun of us, Sherwood. Stop putting this in the videos.
If you had half a megawatt, that's 500,000 kilos.
But you said 20.
It would take about 20 to 21 hours
To do what?
to charge this vehicle if it was not a megawatt, if it was half a megawatt, so half. And if you were, you don't drive it to empty, but if you were empty and you needed to fill it back up, it would take approximately almost 21 hours.
And that's not at home. This is like, we're talking the chargers that are for these trucks.
No, if you were to charge it at home with a 240 wall charger, and if they had a 100 amp, they don't. We only get 60 amp ones, but you're not getting the full 60, you're getting 48 amps max.
Yeah.
Yep. So same thing. To get that 100 amps, you would need it would have to be rated for 125.
And most houses are like 200 amps.
200
max, and then
amps.
You got nothing else to plug in.
But mathematically, because the 240 volts times 100 would be 24 kilowatts per hour. So it would take
20 some.
and if it was a 1 megawatt, double that, it would take 40 hours. 42 hours to charge this at home.
So there is a chance.
Yeah.
If you don't plug anything else,
If you
got all that time to wait.
If you have this one at home charging and you're out rolling with the other one, you just swatch out every 2 days. Yeah, otherwise you'd be at a 480 or you'd be going to a supercharger.
Yeah. A special super, because these aren't the regular NACS.
No, they're not.
All right, cool, man. Thanks
Appreciate you, sir. No problem.